All right. Okay, you guys. So those of you who don't know me, I know there's a lot of new people on here, but I'm Amanda. And I'm so excited to get to talk to you all today. And we really just thought this was the best time. It's Monday. It's August 1st, which is blowing my mind. It's already August. And so we just want to start our month off strong. And so that's what we want to talk to you guys about. We want to talk to you guys about how to start our month off strong, but not only that, but how to keep it strong every single day into the end of the month. And that's really what is the key to this. And there's so many crazy things going on right now, which Jackie's going to talk about the diamond promotion and kind of what we need to do to get that and get situated and be organized with all of that. And then Caitlin's going to talk to you guys a little bit also at the end. Okay, so I just wanted to start you guys off. What do we do? What's the very first thing that we all do to start our month off? You know, for me, it's so important that very first day, no matter what day of the week it is, the very first day is so, so important to get organized, get your goals ready, get your mindset ready, and just blow the entire month out of the water and have that mentality and that attitude that you are going to conquer this month. So the very first thing that I always do is I print off my steps to success. So you guys, some of you guys are new. If you don't know where to find this, you can find it in our group page in files. You can also find it in the document library. But this, you guys, is your very first goal. No matter if you're new in this business, if you just signed up today, if you've been in this business for a year or 6 months or 8 months, no matter who you are, our goal should be no less than to complete that steps to success. Now, I will talk to some of you guys and I'll, say, okay, what's your goal? And I'll hear, my goal this month is to get 1 loyal customer, or 2 loyal customers and 1 distributor. And I say, hold your brakes, girlfriend, because no, your goal is to complete your steps to success. That is everybody's goal, no matter who you are in this business. Our goal should be no less than to get 4 loyal customers every month and 3 distributors every single month. Now, on top of that, if you're trying to go for your executive, Ruby, Emerald, or your diamond promotion, your steps to success is what's going to help you get there. And so our steps to success is our foundation of our goals. That's what we should be doing every single month. So that's what I want you guys to do. If you have not done it yet, print off your steps to success. The other thing I want you guys to do is, I know we talked about it before, but our game plan. So, print off your steps to success, but then also figure out what you want out of this month. Are you wanting to promote? Are you wanting to get to that diamond? If you're close, to getting that diamond, there's that amazing bonus right now. If you just started and you want to get that Ruby bonus, that is your goal. So really, you guys have to figure out, okay, my goal is to get to Ruby. So what exactly do I need to do? I just started. So I need to first get my 4 loyal customers. That's the very first thing I need to do. Then after that, I don't have any distributors yet. So I need to get 5 distributors in order for me to go Ruby. So literally break it down and say, okay, I'm going to get a distributor, I'm going to get one this day, and and break it down. How many loyal customers do you need to get to Ruby? And same thing with each promotion. If you're set for this diamond, figure out exactly what you need to do to get to that diamond. So if you need, 2,000 volume in order for you to promote to diamond, figure out where you need that volume and then how much you need for each person, and then figure out how you're going to get that. So not only do we set our goals, but we need to figure out a game plan on how we're going to get to those goals. So, the game plan that we have in our eSuite under the document library is so amazing because it literally breaks down your week for you. It breaks down your days for you. So you can say, okay, this week I'm going to get 2 loyal customers, and I'm going to do that by blitzing 10 people. I'm going to do that by posting. I'm going to do that by contacting at least, 20 people every day. So it will break it down. It breaks down your goals for you so that you can stay organized, and that, by the end of the month, you're not like, whoa, holy cow, how come I need all this volume and I didn't know about it? It literally will keep you organized. So definitely print that out. The game plan is so important. And then, there's so many people, which I am so excited about. Jackie's going to talk about the diamond, but there's so many of you guys who are right there. getting that diamond. So really, you guys, tonight, make sure that you guys are going through exactly what you need to do to get to your diamond. Don't waste another day. Make sure that you're getting it done at least tonight, and get yourself organized. That way you can, every single day, you have a game plan on how you're gonna, smoothly get your promotion. So how do we achieve those steps to success? I tell the team, like, there's 4 things that we should be doing every single day. They're just our formula steps, 4 things, no matter what, we should be doing, because you guys all know the number one thing in this business is consistency. So if we go a day without doing our 4 things that we should be doing every day, then it's going to be hard to achieve our goals. And if we're going for a promotion, you guys, if you guys are going for that diamond promotion, you might need to even double your time and double your investment into your business each day. So, but what I always tell my team is that the 4 things that we should be doing every day is, if you're building your business on social media, which I'm sure pretty much all of us are, we do some social media. There might be a lot of us belly to belly, but we're always using social media as well. But the 4 things is, 1, you want to make sure that you're at least posting. Oh, can you guys hear me? Yeah. Okay. It was saying stable or the internet is unstable. So, okay. So the first thing is posting, you guys. At least you want to post at least 3 times a day. Now Facebook, and with all the algorithms changing and everything like that, it allows us to post at least 3 to 5 times a day without, getting over posting. So make sure that you are at least posting 3 times a day, you guys. That's the number one thing we should be doing every single day. The second thing is building your network. Even if you're brand new, if we're brand new, we're working with our warm network, but we're going to reach that point where we run out of our warm market, and we have to start making new friends. We have to start building our relationships with other people we don't know. And so every single day we should be adding to our network, whether it's social media, whether it's doing parties, whether it's, out and about at the grocery store, at our kids' activities. Every single day we should be adding new people to our network. So that's the second thing. The third thing is communicating with people and building relationships with people. So for instance, if I'm adding people to my network every day, I'm going to then start to build those relationships with those people. So I'm going to, send them a quick message and say, hey, Sally, thank you so much for adding me onto Facebook. I look forward to connecting with you on here. That's the first step of me building a relationship with this new person that I just entered into my network. So make sure you're communicating with people, connecting with people, building those relationships with people. So I try to make a goal for myself to communicate with at least 20 people every day. And then the fourth thing is going to be by following up with people. So make sure that you guys are following up with your potentials every day. Now, that's the other thing I want you guys to do. Take out your potentials list and say, okay, I have 20 people on my potentials list. So that's perfect. That's 20 people that, are someday going to be your loyal customers or your distributors. But they're not quite yet. They're your potentials. So our potentials list need to be growing every single day, you guys. So I will make a goal every day to add, 5 people to my potentials list every single day, because then my potentials list is going to start growing. You want your potentials list to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. If you have 3 people on your potentials list, then you got to start working and start building those relationships with people. So those are the 4 things that we should be doing every single day. And I guarantee if we do that every single day, you will blow those steps to success out of the water. You will complete those within, not only that, you can complete them multiple times. So make sure that you guys are doing all of the things you should be doing. Now, if you're trying to go for a promotion, which Jackie's going to talk to you about this, but you may have to complete that steps to success multiple times this month in order to get that. So you just need to figure out exactly what your goal is, exactly what your game plan is, and break it down. You even do it day by day, break it down. And then, okay, so that's kind of how we start our month, getting our steps to success, getting that game plan going, getting our goals going, and then how can we activate those goals? How can we, get a game plan and get those goals achievable? And so, what is our action plan? So how do we continue to stay strong? So I know it's hard, especially our first of the month, we are so gung-ho, we're ready to get it, we have our goals, and then what happens? We don't get our loyal customer, or we don't get our distributor that was supposed to sign up this week. We get discouraged, it takes us a step back, and so I encourage you guys, if something doesn't pan out the way you wanted it to, don't get discouraged about it. You can be bummed for 2 seconds and then get over it. It's really, really important that we just keep moving forward, because as soon as we get in our mind that, oh gosh, as soon as we get any kind of negative stuff in our mind, it's going to put our entire business, you know, in the back burner, and it's going to set our business back. So make sure no matter what, throughout this month, even if things aren't going the way you're wanting, that we're always staying focused on what our end goal is. It's really, really important that we do that. And some of the things that we can do that and keep ourselves positive is staying plugged in. You know, making sure that you are doing at least 20 minutes of self-development every day, whether it's on Periscope or, you know, meetings or YouTube or reading a book, whatever is your cup of tea and how you want to do your self-development, make sure you're doing it every day for about 20 minutes. And that's going to keep you focused. It's going to fuel your mind, and it's just going to help you stay pumped. Also, make sure you're staying plugged in with our team. So make sure that you're talking to your sponsor, your leaders, your sideline sisters, and staying plugged in. If you have a day that's, you know, going south, make sure you communicate with somebody and say, hey, you know, this is what happened to me. Like, I'm feeling really down about it. What would you do in this situation? Or, you know, like, I'm constantly talking to, you know, my go-to people and like, shoot, like, what do I do about this? Like, what would you do in this situation? And I feel like every single time it just lifts me up higher and higher. And so make sure you are going to your accountability partner. If you don't have one, get one tonight. Make sure that you are, you know, going to your friends, your family, your sideline sisters, whoever you can, and pour into them so that they can help carry you through this amazing month that we're going to have, you guys. And like I said, if you guys are, you know, if you already do those 4 formula steps every single day and you're like, okay, it's not really working, double them. Double whatever you're doing so that you can get to your goal. But the biggest thing is be consistent. And the other thing I want to talk about really quick, and then I'll let Jackie get going, is I want to talk about balance. Balance is so, so important in this business, and it's really important that we have that balance. That way, you know, we're not going crazy in our minds. I know there's several times where I've got off balance and I felt like, gosh, like this, like, what am I doing? Like, I get in a rut and then, you know, I get off balance, or I'm more focused on my business than my family, or my family and than my business. And it's really hard to get that balance. But I will say it's just so important. So make sure that you are finding that balance. But I wanted to bring up a point that our balance is very important. However, when we're in a month like we are right now, when there's so many people who are gearing for those promotions, so many people who are gearing for those Ruby bonuses and that Diamond bonus that just came out, you might be unbalanced this month. And it's okay to do that every once in a while, because in order to get to our promotion, we're going to have to take a step back and we're going to have to focus more on our business. And we're going to have to, you know, sacrifice time or sleep or eating sometimes. Like the other day, I didn't have lunch. So, you know, you're just going to have to make some sacrifices this month. And, but I promise you guys, after you guys get to your goal, it is the most, I can't even describe. I mean, you guys know, a lot of you guys who have promoted, it is just the most amazing feeling of accomplishment. And you look back your month and you're like, wow, I worked so hard. I didn't even shower this entire month, but guess what? I am diamond. And, you know, you just feel so good. And all that stuff that you sacrificed, it is so worth it. And then, then your next month, you get back on balance and you get in your routine again. But I will say, you guys, if you are shooting for a promotion, you are going to be off balance, and that is okay. You just have to stay focused. Let your family know, let your spouse know, hey, I'm going to be staying up late tonight. I have to pour into my business a little bit more this month, but guess what? It's going to be so worth it because I'm going to make this promotion. So get in that mind frame, you guys. Today's the first day, and I'm so pumped. I was telling everyone before, like, I'm so pumped from this past weekend. that like today I don't even have ADD, but I feel like I was all over the place today because I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't know what to do. Like I want to do this and I want to do this. And I was like, okay, I need to focus. Like I need to write stuff down and really focus. And so I can't stress enough how important today is and how important it is to start your month off by a few of those steps. Okay, so that's all I had to say. I could totally keep talking, but I won't. So I'm going to switch it over to Jackie, and she has some awesome advice. So,
hi, you guys. So just for those of you who don't know me, I'm Jackie Sandaker. I'm your Presidential Diamond upline, and Amanda, I was the same. Like Tim had to tell me today, he's like, I don't even know what to do. I don't know where to start. And I was like all over, and he's like, you need to pick one thing and start there. And I was like, what's going on with me today? But I was so excited. Caitlin got a really early text message. Sorry about that, as did other people on Pacific Standard Time, because I'm East Coast time, about this high five bonus. And, you know, before I get into that, I really just want to take a moment and recognize all of you guys, every single one of you guys that promoted this month, that busted your tails and just made it happen. Like we're talking like the final hour. I was like sweating, like fell asleep with my phone in my hand. Like Caitlin and I, like tears, Amanda, tears, like it was crazy. So I'm just so thrilled and could not be more proud of you guys. Like this is amazing. And so this month, the way you guys ended last month is how you're starting this month. So everyone on this team is coming out on a high, okay? Everyone is starting like, you know, so just so you guys know, I had a couple questions today. Why do I say not commissions qualified? Okay, so we start over. I know that seems like a really basic thing, but that can be very paralyzing for people that don't realize that. Because I do remember when I did notice that, and I'm like, why does it say not commissions qualified? So you do start over technically this month, but all your work's not in vain, because once those LCs run and you run that ADBV auto shipment, you will be commissions qualified again. So just FYI on that, I wanted to clarify that because it seems like a simple question, but it really does scare people. So back to that high five bonus. So I'm going to get real with you guys a little bit right now, because I just think that this is, for one, this is humongous. This is gigantic. This is reachable for every single one of you guys. I know people in this business that have gone diamond in 30 days. It's very doable. I know a lot of you guys are approaching, I mean, we had rubies come in out of the woodwork last month. So I know a lot of you guys are on the cusp of that. And so, you know, like Amanda said, you need to know from today that you're going to do this, and you need to make sure that you are planning for this, like that you know what you need to do each week, and that you know that there are going to be possibly some sacrifices, but it's temporary. And it's temporary so that you can, you know, we do what we do so we can live like other people can't, you know, and it's amazing. And so, you know, you just have. And last month there was some people that kind of left it till the last day. And I am a freak about not leaving it to the last day. Like, don't leave it till the last day. Don't do all your work on the last day. Spread it out and know what you have to do. Because for one, it gives me a heart attack. I'm sorry, it's not about me, but it gives everyone a heart attack. And it's just, I mean, you can do so much. And it's so interesting because last month I saw so many people pulling stuff out that I'm like, you know, yeah, it's the last day, but look what you just did. You enrolled 8 or 10 loyal customers. Like, this business is not hard. Clearly you can do this, you know? So if anything, it was a huge confidence booster. So if you didn't make that promotion, don't feel bad for yourself. Know that you either take responsibility, like I'm going to, because again, no excuses. I have not been super focused. I've had my wedding, and that's not an excuse, but my business this month has to be my forefront. I have to take responsibility for where I'm at with my business. And that's the biggest thing I can tell you guys is where you ended your business or where you're at in your business. Don't point fingers at your team. Don't point fingers at anybody else but yourself. You need to take responsibility for that. And you need to look in the mirror, and that can be really hard. You know, even like Presidential Diamond, like it's easy to get comfortable, you guys. And comfortable is not a good place to be. You still want to stretch yourself. And so I love when these things happen, like this high five bonus, because it's going to stretch you guys and it's going to push you. And I was just so pumped. Like, even though the last day of the month, some people didn't make promotions, I got texts that were like, I'm just so excited because I realized I can do this, and I got practice with wording, and it's going to take stepping outside the box. It's not going to be what you normally do, okay? So a little bit about going diamond quickly. So, or in general, really, because diamond is leadership level. And when you enter the diamond world, I mean, that is leadership level with It Works Global. And that is something, every level is something to be celebrated, but diamond is that level where you unlock the compensation plan like nobody's business. You get bonuses that you do not get, like two different bonuses that you do not get as a non-diamond. Okay. So you really unlock that comp plan. So, you want to be here. Trust me. You want to do this month. And so anyway, if you guys don't know where you're at or you don't have a game plan, this is where you need to set up that Zoom ASAP, like not next week, tomorrow, the next day. Like you need to have it in place so you know, because if you don't know where you're going, like, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I have list on list on list right now. I need a list for everything, including my business. So I print my steps like Amanda does, but I also need a different, I also write a separate list too, what I need to do each week. So lay it out, communicate. That's my biggest piece of advice too. Get those group conversations going. Know who your runners are. Don't just leave it up in the air. You need to know who your rubies are. You need to know who your executives are. And you need to know who your emerald is. And you need to make darn sure, like I can't stress this, I'm sorry, the psycho auto ship freak, but I'm just telling you, if you want to go ruby or emerald or diamond, you all better be running an ADBB auto shipment or better be paying very close attention to that 150 PBV, okay? Because that's how you all are getting paid, right? And you aren't going diamond if your emerald is not commissions qualified, just FYI. So make sure you are paying very close attention to your commission qualification for your runners and who you're working with, okay? Because I don't care if you have every single box filled out on a diamond chart, okay? If that one person who you need to be commissions qualified to go emerald isn't, you don't go diamond. So that is why I cannot stress enough that you have your charts printed out. I write when those emeralds or those rubies are getting their auto ships run, or if they're working on PBV, I'm on top of it. I know what their PBV is. You have that written down because you guys can miss a promotion because everything can be in place, but if they are not commissions qualified, you don't promote. Okay, so it's a team effort. The other thing too is, before I forget to tell you guys this, I posted Tiffany Herr. I love her to pieces. She was a presidential at conference, and we really, I got to talk to her quite a bit. And she's just been one of those people I've watched. And so when I met her, I was like, I'm starstruck. And she's like, you're a dork. Like, but totally, like, I love her to pieces. She's hilarious. She keeps it real. And she is doing a Zoom tonight. And I posted the link. And if you miss it, I'm pretty sure she'll probably record it and put it on her YouTube channel, but she's going to talk to you guys about what it takes to go diamond in 30 days. So I'm not going to even exhaust it because I can't even say it as good as Tiff can because she's awesome. But I do want to stress to you guys that don't leave it till the last minute. Know where you're going. And really, Caitlin's going to talk to you guys about, you know, motivation. And motivation is a muscle. Motivation is something that you have to work with. You have to strengthen it, and you can't just, you know, that's been part of my issue. Like I've been so I thrive on routine. I don't know if you guys do, but motivation, you know, create your own routine and your own rituals, because with a home-based business, it can be really easy to leave it till later. And I think that I am so guilty of that, you know? So when I am on my game, I have a routine, you know, I'm following up in the morning. I'm making sure my posts are done, and I have a routine. And when I am not on my game, my routine is like thrown totally off. So make sure you're strengthening that motivation muscle and that you're doing that every single day. And then also, you know, I want to throw this out there and just, you guys don't have to say anything, but I want you to ask yourself. Last month, July, you know, maybe wasn't everyone's most amazing month with volume, but there were some people that just, again, came out of the woodwork. Like, so again, it doesn't matter what time of year it is, you can thrive regardless. Like, it depends on your goals, okay? But if you didn't thrive last month, okay, and I didn't last month, and I'm being real with you guys, like, it's not always like sunshine and roses and puppies and ice cream, okay? You're going to ride the wave in this business. There's going to be good months and bad months, but how you pick yourself back up is what is going to define you in your business, okay? So I asked myself, like, what did I do to get myself to Presidential Diamond? Ask yourself, what did you do to get yourself to promote? Like, and Sarah did a Zoom tonight, and, you know, like, she has great words, and she brought to us what Mark said in his Zoom today, and it's true, you guys. Like, we always deviate from what got us where we are. Like, why do we do that? We try to reinvent the wheel, and we don't need to do that. We need to do what got us to where we're at. And what got me, I sat and I thought, and I wrote down what got me here to Presidential Diamond. I was reaching out to all my potential loyal customers. I asked them, would you have an online party for me? Like, I put myself out there like nobody's business. I was ready to party with anyone in person, online. I didn't care who it was. But what I really got uncomfortable. And so what I am confessing to you guys, I have been comfortable, and I don't want you guys to fall into that, because there's so much more, and there is so much to be had this year. And this high five bonus, $5,000 if you guys go diamond. And I know every single one of you on here are like there. And I'll tell you right now, like Amanda, Caitlin, everybody, like, we have pulled out some crazy stuff for promotions. I think I signed, I don't know, was it 16 DTs to try to go triple, which I missed my triple, by the way. But I set, I mean, there is sometimes, but not always. But like, just know that all your work you did, can you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, you froze a little
All the
bit.
work you did is not in vain. You have set yourself up strong. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys have set yourself up strong. So if you didn't reach your goals, ask yourself why, and really be honest with yourself, and really try to find those roadblocks, because going diamond, I'm not going to tell you guys it's easy. It isn't that easy. Like, it's not that hard though either. It's really hard to explain. Like, it takes commitment, and it takes knowing exactly where you're going, and not a question in your mind. You should never tell yourself like, I think I might go diamond. It's, I am going diamond. And you have to you have to pull out a little inner crazy. Just saying, you do. So get uncomfortable this month. This is worth it. $5,000, you guys. Back to school, all this stuff like going on. Christmas is coming up. This is crazy. There was ever a time to go diamond. I know the good bonuses are good, but this is also amazing. This is it. So if you need help game planning, if you need help figuring out what you need to do, your upline, all Caitlin, Amanda, myself, like, we would be happy to help anybody. And I just can't tell you guys enough how proud of you I am. Because last month, everyone was just like crying, like presidential ambassadors. Everyone was like, oh, volume second. I was like, this team's awesome. Like, everyone's promoting, and like, there's never a bad time. It's what you make of it. Okay. So there's never a slow time. It's what you do with it. Okay. Because there's always going to be people that want our products. So with that being said, motivation, I'm going to turn this over to Caitlin, because she is my daily motivation. I should pay her for it. I'm not joking. And I'm going to let her talk to you guys about that.
Caitlin, before you go, I want to say something really quick. One of the things that I have done most of my business off of social media, but you guys, because it was just hard for me to do parties, but I will say this past month, you guys, me and some of the other team have done parties, but we weren't calling them like wrap parties. So what we were doing is like, we're making like essential oil rollers, or we're making like bath bombs, or we're making like, we did a facial party which was so fun last week. And you guys, it has brought loyal customers. It has brought new people, and people who have come to these parties, and they're like, oh, we didn't know like this was like It Works had essential oils, and they ended up not only getting essential oils, but other products. So you guys do parties, but make sure like it's such a good way to kind of be like, not just like an It Works wrap party, like turn it around to like our other products and get people in that way. Like, I'm doing a facial party tomorrow, and I'm not even saying it's It Works. I'm just saying, who wants to have a girls' night, a pampering night? We're going to do facials. We're going to do, exfoliating pills. We're going to have some food, just a nice time to relax and like, pamper ourselves. And I didn't say anything about It Works. And I have so many people coming. So kind of turn your parties around, and that's another way to really get a lot of people in. So, okay, I'm going to turn it over to Caitlin.
Okay, hi guys. I'm hoping that it's not my internet that keeps cutting out. So let me know if I'm breaking up. And not that I know how to fix it. So maybe don't let me know. So I don't know what to do about it. So I am so excited. I'm just going to talk to you guys really fast, but basically I just want you guys to remember that your attitude is everything, especially in promotion months. And one of my favorite quotes ever is Henry Ford: whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. And I always try to remember that. And here's what I see happen. I see, first of all, we start out the month and there's some people who are like, okay, I'm going for it, but they're not, like, there's not that conviction. And I know that probably resonates with some of you, but really try hard to believe it. Try to, like, as hard as you can. If it takes you saying, I am diamond 50,000 times a day, writing it on your mirror, sticking Post-it notes everywhere, I want you to say it until you believe it, because all a belief is something that we have told ourselves over and over and over again until we think it's true. So beliefs can change. So tell yourself over and over and over again, you are diamond. Like, I am diamond. I am diamond. So that's kind of the first problem I'll see. But then I have people who they're like, I think I have a shot. I have a shot, which is awesome because everybody can do this. But then what happens is they start getting through the month and they're like, oh, hi, we're on week 3 and I still only have 2 people, so it's not happening. And then what do? They like totally just put on the brakes and they're like, so I'm going to go chill with my friends now and hang out with the fam. Guess it's this one. We'll see you next month. And they just like walk away. And honestly, you guys, so let me give you a little scenario of what happened at month end this last weekend. There were some of you who literally woke up on Sunday morning with over 800 in volume that needed to be filled for your promotion. And when I talked to you and was like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. You have like a whole 10 hours to get it. That's great. Some of you were like, oh my gosh, I know it's happening. And I knew that it would. And then there were others that only had a lot less than that when I was like, oh my gosh, you have a whole 10 hours and you only need X amount of volume, they were like, yeah, it's too far away. I don't see how it's going to happen. I don't know anyone, and just checked out. So the people who pushed really, really, really hard, it was really awesome because everybody that pushed really hard until the last minute, they promoted. But the thing that happened that was really beautiful that people forget is in that burning desire to make it happen, I saw people get so creative. Saw them think of like new posts, new people to reach out to. They started getting so creative and thinking outside the box and really reaching out. And in doing so, it was crazy. My phone was blowing up with some of you, they're like saying, oh my gosh, so all these people can't sign, but I already have 6 people lined up for next week. And so what ended up happening is because they believed it was going to happen and they pushed through. And I'm telling you, there were people that literally promoted like at the strike of midnight. So what happened though is those people not only got their volume filled, they did what they set out to do from the beginning because they didn't quit and they didn't give up on themselves. They held faith in themselves. And what happened now is now their business today is taking off from the beginning of the month because they talked to so many people. They already have all these people lined up. So let's say worst case scenario, you go and you run as hard as you can and you bleed and sweat and cry until the last minute, and let's say it doesn't happen. You will still be way more set up the following month and so much closer to your goals than if you look at your business and you walk away because you're like, well, it's not happening this month, so I'm going to go chill out now. That it won't happen. So you always have to go into the last minute. And some of you who talked to me yesterday, I was a crying mess because I just emotional in my old age. But I was crying so hard at the conviction and the determination of those who really pushed hard and gave it their all till the end, because every single one of them, even though they knew they're like, I'm getting this no matter what. I told them, I was like, so many people are afraid to give it their all and then not like miss their mark. You know, they're afraid to give it their all and then not achieve their goal, because to them that means that they can't do it, they're not worthy, or they failed. And so they fail themselves by not even giving it their all, because they would rather half-ass it and miss the mark than give it their all and miss the mark. And don't ever do that. Don't do that, because no matter what, you are setting your business up for something amazing. So always be brave enough to give it your all. Always be brave enough to, you know, sweat it out until the last minute, and then, you know, say, hey, I feel good about, I did everything I could because I want this so bad. So that is, the quote I started with was, whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you are right. You are always right. Henry Ford. So that's what I got for you guys.
Awkward silence. No, I'm just kidding. Amanda, do you have anything else you want to share with anybody, or does anyone have questions, comments, anything?
I don't think so. I thought, does anybody have any questions? I'm all good. I wanted to get that out. Thanks for sharing that, Caitlin. That was great. I kept trying to unmute my thing, and I was like, okay, I can't get this button.
No, I know. I figured that's what happened. Usually, like, I can't, I'm technologically challenged, but no, you guys, I'm just so proud of everybody. I'm feeling like so happy this week. So I'm super excited. So, yeah, I think that's all.
Yeah.
So
Sorry. If anybody has any, like, if anybody needs any help going over game planning or goals or anything like that, or if you don't have an accountability partner, make sure that you go and you get one today. And if you need help, just reach out to any of us or your sponsor, whoever, and make sure that you guys get it all set tonight before you go to bed. That's your guys' homework.
I love it. Mm-hmm. Thank you, guys.
Does anybody have any questions? Or you guys? Oh, one more thing. It's a family night call in like 10 minutes. Or 5 minutes, you guys, 6 minutes. So make sure you guys get on that, because you guys, it will honestly set your entire week up. So make sure you guys get on that.
Yes, and Tiffany, hers training, it's on YouTube, so it should be available later on, because she's broadcasting through YouTube.
Awesome. It's so good to see all of you guys.
All right, bye guys.
Bye. See you guys later.
Bye.